Well, we are live and you are ready.
I'm
And my
ready.
name is Ann White. I am the founder of the Creating Calm Network, and I am pleased to be here with Schel Kidd. And there he is, Schel Kidd from Cooking in the Raw and from our show In the Kitchen with Schel. And Schel, you have got a challenge that I want the world to know about. Would you tell them about your 14-day challenge? What are we going to do for 14 days?
14-day challenge. Wow, I mean, it's a big deal, big thing for me. I want to encourage people to make better eating choices. I mean, the holidays are coming around. I know myself, I'm guilty of it. When the holidays come around, we just gorge ourselves, chomp, 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 so much food. So through lots of connections that I have, on different social media platforms, I came up with this 14-day challenge. And for 14 days, beginning November 1st through the November 14th, I challenge everyone to make better choices when eating. Now, what
Okay.
that means, go
Yeah,
ahead.
Chef, first of all, I want to know if somebody wants to join you, where do they even find information about your challenge?
Well, you can find information about that on cookingintheraw.net, and that's on the blog tab. Again, that's www.cookingintheraw.net, or you can also find information about it on the Cooking in the Raw magazine Facebook page.
Great. And now then, what are they going to do for 14 days?
14 days, as I said, I want people to make better eating choices. I know myself, as I said earlier, myself, during the holidays, I gorge myself. Everything just tastes so grand, so wonderful, and it's a feast. And the part is funny. We go through the summertime, we go through all year, and we make all these fantastic eating choices. We eat all of our vegetables and our fruits. But come the holiday season, the last quarter of the year, that's when we just let it all hang out. I mean, which is great. But if you're anything like me, I know after every feast, I feel horrible, absolutely horrible, because I'm mixing all these different things together, and you're visiting so many places and you're eating, and instead of eating smaller portions, you're eating large portions at every visit. So with this challenge, as we begin to slide into the holidays, because you notice it's right before Thanksgiving.
I noticed, yeah.
All right. So I want people to get their bodies in tune and get ready and start setting up these good habits. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it myself, and I want people to join me. I'm not telling people or encouraging people, to be a vegetarian. I'm not saying I want you to go vegan. I'm not even saying that you need to eat like me. I'm not going to tell you that you need to consume X amount of water. You need to take all these vitamins and supplements. We're going straight basics, straight down to the fundamentals, and that's simply making better choices. For example, breakfast, the most important meal of the day. We get so busy in our lives.
Cold
Hmm?
pizza, cold pizza doesn't cut it for breakfast?
No, cold pizza doesn't cut it for breakfast. But I'm not going to tell you you can't. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a dietitian. But I want you to take the responsibility for yourself, for your own body. I know if I were to have cold pizza in the morning, I know what I'm going to feel like. I may be content for that moment, but I know I'm going to feel like a couple hours later after just having pizza. I want to, again, expressing breakfast, having breakfast in the morning. And breakfast is a chore for a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be. This morning, for example, see, I'm starting to practice a little bit for myself. This morning, for example, I have what I like to call, Shel's makeshift peanut butter and jelly. Okay, what I have in here is just simply peanuts and raisins. So if I'm in a hurry running out the door, I can't have my oatmeal, I make sure I make myself a little snack bag of peanut butter and jelly, which is just simply peanuts and raisins. And every now and then in the evening time, I like to make a green drink for the evening. In this case, this is a purple drink. It's a mixture of blueberries, spinach, some tomato, leftover tomatoes from the harvest that I have frozen, tomatoes, so I have my vegetables and fruit all blended here, and some ginger. I mean, it's things that's going to sustain me and give me immediate nutritional value, I like to call it. And then over the course of the day, continue eating small meals, over the course of the day. Eating my biggest meal in the mid part of the day and then tapering down at night. Now, I don't know about you, Ann, but at nighttime when I'm working, I snack. And I snack. Next thing you know, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm still snacking. Well, with this challenge, I want people to get to understand their bodies, and learn to just say no to the snacks. What's your weakness when it comes to food that you snack on?
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Well, see, my weakness is potato chips. Lay's potato chips. I would thrash through a bag like nobody's business. So with this challenge, I want to myself make better choices when I'm having a snack. Throughout the course of the summer, towards the end of the season, I would say, I started, preserving a lot of the vegetables that came out of the summer. And now I'm transitioning into the fall and winter type vegetables and fruit. So now we can take advantage. If you're in a season-changing climate such as we are here in Wisconsin, we know we got, potatoes, we got squashes, we got hardy greens, we have carrots, we have apples, we have oranges, we have pears, and nuts. Lots of nuts that you can have at this time of the year. Lots of grains you can have this time of the year. But see, what I'm going to try to do for people, because we run into the problem of, I don't know what to make. I don't know what to have. But on the blog, again, it's on cookingtheraw.net on the blog, and you can catch the blog also on the Facebook page. You can see what I had.
Good.
I'll post up recipes. I may post up a video. I may simply just post up a picture of what I had just to give you an idea of something simple that you can do. So that's the 14-day challenge.
What I like about that, Schel? What I like about that is, like you say, most people say, well, I don't know what to eat. I'm confused. And by watching some of your videos, like you've done for the Creating Calm Network, I've cooked those recipes because I watched you do it, and I thought, well, that looks easy. I can do it. So I like the fact that you're going to be sharing what you do with us. Even if we don't want to do exactly it, it gives us ideas. So I think that's a great thing that you're going to share your diet with us for 14 days.
Well, exactly. And I also would like to know who's going to be a part of this challenge. So you can comment on the Facebook page and say, I accept the challenge. You can go to cookingtheraw.net to the blog page, and on the blog page you can comment on the post for the challenge and say, I accept the challenge. I want this to be a movement, but a movement for yourself. Again, I'm not setting any boundaries. Again, I'm not going to go to the carnivore and say, hey, you can't eat meat. But what I would say is, why don't you reduce the amount of meat that you're eating? Most of the times our eating habits is just simply habitual. We're not even eating what we need. We're not even eating what we should have. I know myself, I'm guilty of it. I would grab something just to fill that void of hunger and not realizing it didn't really take that much.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I want people to do, again, to be a little bit more responsible, a little bit more aware of what they're eating and what they're putting into their bodies. I want to bring truth back to that statement of you are what you eat. And sometimes we take that for granted. Pay attention to your body. Pay attention to what it's saying to you. Pay attention to when you're hungry and when you're not hungry, when you just simply want a snack. And grab a snack that's going to be easily digestible. Not something that's going to stay with you. I know myself, I get tired of feeling like I have rocks in my stomach in the morning. So I want to change that. Now, also this challenge came out of, I don't know if you're aware of this, Ann, but I want to count down to 50. I'll be 50 years old next year. And I know I want to change a lot of things that I do as I start living that second half of my life. And I'm going to start, well, I started before, but I'm really going to put a lot of effort into paying attention to what I'm eating. And if you like wine,
yeah, can we have wine?
Yes, you can have wine. Yes, you can have wine. Without a doubt, I'm going to have some wine. But again, portion control, moderation, is very important. It's the holiday season coming up. I'm not going to tell you, hey, in this 14 days, if you got a party coming up, don't party. Have a good time. But balance it out. Let's find balance in the things that we're doing. I want to feel good. I want my body to feel good, and I want everyone else to feel good as well.
During this 14 days, you're going to be working out at all?
Yes. I don't have, well, I tell you something else about me. I was formerly a speed skater when I was younger, so I trained for speed skating. Didn't get a chance to make it to the Olympics, but the training and local competitions were great. And that started in California. So for those who didn't know, yes, we do have ice in California. So as I got older, I can't train the same way I did then, but I do simple body exercises. I do my push-ups. But I would say this, more importantly than just exercises will be the stretches. Flexibility is going to be the most important, flexibility. So do your stretches, whether it be yoga or just simple stretches. Do those things. So working out is going to be important as well, even if it's taking a walk. For some of us, we're going to be maybe in the snow. Who knows? But don't let it stop you. Get out there and walk. Get out there and take a walk. I mean, exercise doesn't have to be, hardcore. I mean, just be focused. The objective is to maintain. You don't always have to work to build. I was once 190 pounds solid. I'm nowhere near that now, but believe it or not, I'm a lot happier at 165 than I was at 190 pounds. It's easy to maintain my weight right now. I'm not trying to build bulky muscle. I have no reason to. I'm trying to build, just lean muscle mass. Just lean muscle, and healthy muscle, which will hopefully coincide with a healthy body, healthy nutritious diet. I don't even like using the term diet.
Yeah, lifestyle maybe, more lifestyle.
Yeah. Lifestyle, yes. And again, this isn't a diet. This isn't a change in normal routine. I hope that people discover how to eat again. I want you to include more vegetables and more grains in your diet. Again, I'm not saying this because it's something I do all the time. So I'm not the guru. I'm not sitting up here saying, oh my God, I'm a vegetarian. Oh my God, I'm a vegan. And I do this, I do that, and it's easy to do. I'm saying let's start this together. Let's take it step by step. Let you discover that, wow, maybe I can do different things with these vegetables. Maybe I can cook seasonally and change my diet as the seasons go along. Now is the time we put on a winter coat, but a winter coat doesn't have to mean consuming excessive amount of fat. Putting on a winter coat could mean giving your body the necessary ingredients so that you can generate natural heat for yourself. Doesn't have to mean putting on fat.
Sounds exciting, and I hope a lot of people join your challenge. One of the things I liked was your peanut butter and jelly bag, because us are go, go, go. Are you going to have other tips like that, things like that we can just grab and have ready to go? Do you have things like that in your life that because you would get sick of that if you had it every day. So are there other things you have grabbed to go?
Yes, there'll be other things that I'll be creating and introducing to people, you can have, things that I have. But again, I have to say that the things that I do may not be the same things that others will do. For me, when I show you something I do, it's just a suggestion, it's just a guideline. Modify it, make it your own. I mean, a banana, simple things. I like to talk a lot about the whole raw diet thing, or the whole raw phenomenon. I did tell a joke that, what? I posted a picture of this. I had an apple, orange, and a carrot that I was going to use, and some greens, and I was going to use it in a green drink. And I said, I don't know about the rest of you, but I've been eating raw for a good portion of my life. Yeah. And it's just simple things. An apple, a carrot, an orange, and some greens. Now we just mix them all together. I mean, there's so many different things you can do, and I want people to try, step outside the box, give it a shot. There's still people out there who haven't even discovered, pureeing their drinks, into nice little smoothies or vegetable and fruit drinks. I mean, it's a quick way. When you think about V8, I was once a V8 loyal. I was totally V8 loyal. But that was until they began to add more sugar to it. Mm-hmm. So there went V8. So then V8 caught on to it and said, hey, let's mix fruit and vegetables together. So now it'd be kid-friendly. Yeah. But still didn't take away all the extra sugar to make it palatable. Well, here we're talking, natural sugars, and you still have what you're paying, whatever you're paying for in the market, you're still having it right here in something you create yourself. But you also have the option now, if you don't have time to mix your drink the morning of because you forgot to do it the night before, just take the whole fruit. Yeah. And be done with it. So it will be simple tips like that.
Well, it sounds exciting. I'm excited, and we hope a lot of people join in because Lord knows we need it. And Riley hopes I can get in so I can take walks. He thinks walks.
Yes. Anyway. That's right. You have a dog, so you have no reason not to walk.
That's right. I know. So, Schel, thank you so much for sharing this, for encouraging us for this challenge. And again, How can people say I'm in? Because we want them to say I'm in. Where can they go to say I'm in?
You go to www.cookingintheraw.net, the blog page, and comment on the 14-day challenge and say I accept the challenge. If you happen to be on Facebook, you can comment right in the comments on the Facebook post and say I accept the challenge, and that's on Cooking in the Raw magazine on Facebook. And if you happen to be in the Google world, you can go to Cooking in the Raw Google Plus page, business page, or you can go to Lars Shelby. That's me right there. The guy with the bow tie.
That handsome guy there. That handsome guy is you. Okay. And if you have to be in
actually, I'm the guy with his face in the book. I don't know who that other guy is.
It sounds great, and I thank you for that. And I also want to congratulate you for another edition of Cooking in the Raw magazine. It is a beautiful, beautiful culinary, sensual kind of experience. The pictures, the recipes, the interviews. So if anybody hasn't seen your magazine, again, I think they can get it at all of those websites that you said, right? They can sign up for the magazine at any of those websites?
Yes, and the quickest way and easiest way is www.cookingintheraw.net. Yeah. And on the website, you can also see the previous issues that were published.
It's a free magazine, but it is a work of art. A culinary treasure. So congratulations, thank you for that, and we will be seeing you during this 14 days. So thanks for leading the way.
30-day challenge.
You're up.
Come in.
All right.
We're
in. Take care. Thank you.